guys. Let's see if we can get it on. Equal. Equal. Equal.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They've gone a full half season since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. This will go for 5 up to the 33. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake here on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Gun. They'll look to throw. Ertz over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Watching that, Barney.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Able to fight through one. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Let's have a look at the defensive starters for New Orleans. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still third down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Pretty good job escaping the pressure.
Take our
Gets
4th
him
and 4.
15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Ooh, that's taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on 4th down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
He'll get it up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Here's Evans to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Set, 3-19.
Looking to throw. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down.
And let the other lady slide over.
Yeah.
That lady was trying to claim it.
Yeah.
They had us review, and we're like, no, she's not the winner.
Right.
This is the winner.
Right.
The assistant shift manager decided to pay the not winner. And then came and viewed video. And, like, he was our leap candidate, so he's only been in the position, like,
What's wrong with him?
a few months.
Well, so he doesn't know. Just inexperience.
Well, but if you call for a review and say who won this jackpot and we told you who won, why would you pay the other person?
Because you're an idiot.
I was surprised they made him a supervisor so quick, and then we did title changes, which made him an assistant.
Damn. What's that called when they do that, man? I can't. There's a term, but I can't remember when people do that. But come on, you can't do that.
Like just trying to claim somebody else's.
Yeah,
ball.
yeah, you just can't do that.
It's 17.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
Now Evans operating from the gun. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And the ball is knocked out, and the Eagles have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And out now come the Eagles. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
That's me. That's me.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Oh no, I did that at work. I had a fart machine.
Oh yeah.
And it was in my back pocket. She's like, Robert Gilbert. Oh, absolutely.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They cannot.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Hurry up, here we go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back to throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
What? Oh, I bought 2 caught that. I don't know.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. switch it up here and look to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a give to Yeldon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires. On the first quarter of action, it's the Eagles with the early lead. We'll head back to New Orleans after this.
The NFL on EA Sports really nice is presented by Snickers. You're not you, you're hungry. Yeah. Snickers satisfies.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Oh, okay.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass.
Hey, beautiful. Hey, beautiful. Hey, beautiful. Tell me, you'll sit here for maybe about 10 minutes, and then you have a shelf life. It expires. Oh man, wow. What's that guy doing?
So, in the middle of the night,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen them up there.
Yeah, it's on my breast.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I think I've seen
the offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Take that right there. What did we do wrong right there?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set! Green, 39! Green!
They go play action here on 1st down. Completes this one to Meredith.
beautiful.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Set. 3-19.
Evans from the gun. He'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Spencer. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Wow.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
BP. Davis to BP.
Off the play fake. Evans. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Evans now to throw again. And Josh Hill has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Everything's going to be fine, dude. You don't need to... No.
Here we go.
Back to throw is Evans on 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Why would it
a
land
good
early?
pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play.
Sometimes,
hit that
and sometimes
slant.
they
A lot of
speed
people
when they're
call
up
it an
there,
extension
too.
of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, Kamara. And that one blown up quickly.
Probably the
as he's going to be
He's like,
stopped
hey,
before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And out of here. You know what I mean? Because right now we have sitter issues. We don't.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Evans operating from the gun. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. T.J. Yeldon working his way back out onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Or
so here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run it here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They did. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes. See, look, you know the names. See, look, you know the... Yes, yes. You got it. You got it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now, that's the way to do it.
Coach Emmy.
Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Kamara, and he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, Coach E, what you got for me, Coach E?
Example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give him a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play caller right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Evans looking to throw on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
I'll show you pictures of them fools.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Evans. From the gun, he'll throw. Airing it out deep for Smith.
Oh,
God
damn it. Are you kidding me? Come on, guys.
Big play for the Saints on third down. 61 yards.
Well, they just treated third and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
There it is. There it is.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10.
Stupid. I'm just stupid, guys.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And he tried to hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
That's passing interference.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, There's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Come on, Darbs. We need to play for you, Darbs.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw on second down. Evans. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Evans now throwing on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw is Evans. Throwing again. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
You just cheat, man. Cheat.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 39.
Here's Evans operating from the gun.
Oh,
so they took
Darby.
a shot on first
Darby.
down, but couldn't connect.
Oh, man.
I'm going to need some
That
help
guy
with
just
this one.
missed. Wow.
How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone.
Wow.
He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now Evans going to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
All right, guys, get off the field here. I'm going to show him a different look here. I'm going to show him a different look.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Into a great defense. We'll see.
Now let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Evans from the gun will throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now.
Oh!
And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
We almost got there. I mean,
No problems in the
we almost got there.
So far, he's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
Try to get to halftime.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They begin with a run by Yeldon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. On to stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set. Green 39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Coach E, what do I do?
All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now running right through it. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Jared Goff at it again.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
The final shot before break. Evans into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Seth Roberts, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Bengals had run off 9 straight wins to start the year, but a 10th was not in the cards as they fall for the first time. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. 24-7, the final.
Man, he tapped out. Gotta go see my Nana.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And this throw right here was bull crap.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Evans now on first down. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Back to throw is Evans. To throw on 2nd down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Evans. Off the play fake. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Way back there, Doc.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun!
A give. This is Kamara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
Now Evans looking to throw on 2nd down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
He didn't make it. Good job.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that
Welcome
aside
back, Coach.
and just try and ram
Yeah,
his way
welcome
forward
back.
and get what he can.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
I'm going to put a bib on it, though.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett.
Good job.
Inside the 15.
Bomb, baby. Good job.
Touchdown.
Good job. Thank you, Coach E. Good job, Coach E.
Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on
Thanks,
the
Coach
season.
E.
And
Welcome
the
back.
Eagles add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Running with Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away
you guys are going to the spot.
open. That's a good start for him.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Oh, I got to move my card on.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Again, it's Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Evans on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Come on, guys.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Good job, Simmons.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Set. 319. 319.
Back to throw here. Left side, it's Dorsett. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
All right, let me go in. Oh, damn.
Are you going to be able to get the sweeper in here?
Yes.
And do you think you're going to be able to, like, take that and, like, and the other one and put them on top of each other and throw them in the closet?
You can't be adding stuff to my honey-do list at the last minute.
Well, you got time. Munchie, you ready to go, Punk? Ready to go, Pumpkin? Oh, we gotta get... He'll see you home.
Damn, what? You took the time.
Just get a new one out of the closet. I'm washing them.
Now, you want me to put the basket of clothes?
Yeah, there's a basket of clothes in each other and put them in the closet.
Oh my God.
I know. It's just for aesthetic purposes. Don't give me up.
Oh. Damn, I just found a bottle.
You did?
Yep.
Damn. No.
Oh, you guys not coming right back?
I don't know. I don't know.
You guys going to see it blind?
No, they're in New York, remember?
Oh, hey, I think you forget that you don't tell me things. I think that you tell other people things and you think you told me.
See, I think... Oh, babe, don't you go down there empty-handed.
What?
How you gonna go empty-handed?
What am I supposed to take?
A munchie? How about a munchie? How about? Hey, how about me? Hey, how about me, Coach?
Come on. Come on.
Too heavy, huh? I think it's the car seat.
No. Might not be one to come in in February when it wasn't this heavy.
Okay, well, we do have it.
Huh? Where's it at?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
These guys are 8-1. Yeah.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Scarborough. And
we're going to take our 4th.
He gets it down to about the 39. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go!
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, God.
Pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Tyler Davison in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Well, their first 4th down attempt was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Good job, Matt. Come on. Defense, bail us out of this. God damn.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
All right, we need this guy to make a quick decision. We need to get this guy to make a quick decision. We need to make a quick decision.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
I hate when they fucking does this.
From the gun. Evans.
Good job.
And that is incomplete.
They can make a quick decision to get it out of his hands.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done.
Of course, now they'll kick it out at the 1 yard line.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
I told you.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
We do best, baby.
They run again with Hines, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. This is Hines. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Here we go. Green.
They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left.
Good job.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Now let's go. 3, 19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And an alley to run.
They give it to you,
Give
take
it
it.
6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Hines, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his
There you go. Welcome.
He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Now Scarborough. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Cheating. This guy's on the fucking ground.
Blocking the back.
He's cheating.
Offense.
He's fucking cheating.
So that one will be accepted.
I mean, really? Be careful here.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, see, I told you. I knew it. 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 Fucking, I knew it. Cheating fucking bitches. I knew it.
How does the Saints offense
I knew it.
Get ready to take over here? And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them.
I knew that's what they were going to do.
Now. But they have to do it without letting panic.
I knew that's what they was going to do. Cheating bitches. I knew it.
Off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Like, I knew that's what they were going to do.
Quarterback now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Evans now. Operating from the gun.
Good job, bitches. Let's go. Cheating motherfuckers.
By the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having a
cheating bitches.
Running back or a
Let's
tight
go.
end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
I know. They young Dreesen. I know. They cheated you. No problem. No problem.
They'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they
watch out, because they're gonna try to make you fumble. They're gonna try to make you fumble.
Go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off.
They're going to try to make you fumble.
So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no.
They're going to try to make you fumble.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. He'll look to throw.
Get down. Just get down. Get down.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Cheating bitches.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Bitches.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch it, because they're going to try to make you fumble.
Here's Hines.
Hold on to the ball. There you go.
Down, but not
hold on to the ball.
Inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here.
Oh, face mask. Face mask.
Forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Oh, these. Okay. Oh, these cheating motherfuckers. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my fucking God. These guys are fucking trying to cheat.
Depending on situations, you can get the bulky
okay.
guy, the
all right.
guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them.
He's cheating. Oh, my God. They're just cheating.
With a 1st and 20. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure.
Get down.
Right.
Get down.
And he'll slide down to
cheating
avoid
motherfuckers. We got something for you.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th.
3 holding calls on us in the last fucking 2 minutes.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is indeed good.
Good job.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet.
It's blatant.
Okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal
cheating
means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Here we go now.
He's back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Good job, Wilt.
This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish.
You see that guy dive in there and try to make the catch off of the deflection? Well, they're going to do everything they can.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Good job! Get these bitches out of here! Good job! Let's go!
Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
Green, 39.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
All right.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. They'll look to throw.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, a crusher.
Good job, Wilkes. Good job, Wilkes. That'll do it.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
Good job, Wilkes.
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Oh, kneel down, baby.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Had to cheat us, try to cheat us to beat us, and that wasn't right. Called 3 freaking holding penalties on us after big freaking plays. Cheating rats.
Down to a knee one more time, and
Good
that
job,
should just
guys.
about do it.
Get out of here. Coach Gill out.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points